Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Janelle and I film new videos every Wednesday. Today I'm here with a no makeup look. This is like my go-to look when I am either like running errands or I just want to look put together for something, but I don't want to do like a full face of makeup. You could definitely wear this look to school, to work. It's super clean, super polished, but it requires zero foundation, so it'll feel so lightweight on your skin. But yeah, before you keep watching, definitely don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every Wednesday when I upload. I would love and appreciate that so much. Love you guys, and if you guys want to see how I got this look, then definitely keep on watching. This is literally the fastest makeup tutorial I've ever filmed in my life. Alright, so the first step to a no makeup look is prep skin. So I moisturize my face already using my Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer. I seriously love this stuff. It leaves your skin like so smooth and hydrated. And then of course I also went in with my Kiehl's Avocado Eye Treatment. I love this stuff. I rave about this stuff. Basically, by properly prepping your skin, since you're using less makeup, it helps it look better. You know what I mean? So next I'm going to be priming my skin. Lately, the primers that I have been loving, and I never thought I would. I thought these were just like a gimmick, an Instagram rave. But I've been loving the Farsali serums. So I have the Unicorn Essence and the Skin Tune Blur one. But the Unicorn Essence one, it leaves my skin like super hydrated and just fresh looking, and I love doing the dramatic Instagram droplets. Basically, this stuff just helps everything sit on my skin like so much nicer. It almost gets tacky, so it gives the skin something to grab to, and I literally love it. It leaves it so fresh and hydrated without being too like luminous, since I have more like combo skin. And then the Skin Tune Blur, I just focus wherever I have like larger pores and get more shiny. So I normally dot it on my nose and my cheeks. The Skin Tune Blur is a much thicker for me. I like using them together. I first purchased the Skin Tune Blur on its own and I didn't like it by itself. I felt like it left almost too matte of a finish on my skin. But by using them together, it's like perfect for combo oily skin. Alright, so the next step is to spot conceal. Normally I can completely skip this step, but lately I've had like some breakouts ever since I went up north, and then once the pimples faded, it left like marks. It's just how my skin wants to work. So I'm going to be using my RCMA foundation palette. These two colors here. What I love about this palette is that it like blurs the skin. So I'm just taking that with my MAC 287 brush and just lightly going over any spots. And then since my under eyes are pretty dark, I'm going to take the darkest color in the palette and just lightly graze that under my eye. That way I don't have to use nearly as much concealer. So following that, I'm going to quickly fill in my brows. Now, the key to getting the most natural brow look is to brush all of your hairs upward. That way you can literally just see wherever it's sparse and just fill it in there. I'm not going to create like a whole different shape like I normally would for a dramatic look. I'm literally just going over any gaps that are in my brow, and I'm taking my Precisely My Brow by Benefit and just lightly going over those areas. Next, I'm just taking my MAC brow set and just combing that through my brows. I feel like this is the key to natural looking brows. It just really feathers them out, locks them in place all day. Next, for the part that makes the most drastic difference, I'm taking my MAC 24-Hour Concealer. Mine is in the shade NW24. And what I love about this concealer is it's a thin consistency, so it looks natural, but it gives you coverage, and I like that it's a satin matte finish, so it stays put all day. I feel like a lot of times when I use more natural concealers, they're like too luminous, and then they slide throughout the day, so although it looks natural and stuff at first, by the end of the day, it's just like creasing and just messy. So I'm focusing it under my eyes like this, just right in this corner. Also gonna put it down my nose, chin, and a little bit on my forehead. And then next, since I'm addicted to nose contour now, I'm taking my Wet n Wild Oaks on You contour stick, but I'm just gonna take a little tiny bit on the sides of my nose. This is such a light color that it's not gonna look too crazy for a no makeup look. And then I'm just gonna buff that out using my Morphe Beauty Sponge. I just feel like a little concealer goes the longest way when you wanna look awake put together, but you don't want to have to wear a ton of makeup. So next, to lock all of that in place, I'm taking my Revlon Candid powder. I recently tried this in a video and I have been hooked. Literally my whole vacation when I went out of town, this is all I used because it really just smoothed out the skin, blurred the skin, set the concealer without looking heavy. Just taking that with the same sponge, and I'm just gonna tap this all over the skin. So my full face is set. So now to warm up the skin, since my face is looking pretty pale and like one-dimensional, I'm gonna take my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, and with a fluffy Morphe M527, any fluffy brush would work. I'm lightly gonna dip in super lightly. I'm not gonna pack on too much bronzer, but I'm gonna graze this on my cheeks just to give some warmth to the skin. That way I don't look dead. Sometimes I'll literally just take my brush that I use like the day prior that has leftover bronzer. I know it kind of sounds gross. And I'll just graze that on my cheek without even touching the bronzer. And it gives like the most natural flush that way. Put it along my forehead and obviously the neck. Graze it on the nose. And then taking the same bronzer with my Morphe M453, I'm just going to lightly dip in it. Kind of stamp it all over my eyelid. Just to give a little shadow, but I don't want it to be too obvious. I feel like by using the same exact bronzer on your eye, whether it's this one, whether it's Hoola, I feel like it helps it look more natural because it just matches like the contour on your cheek to the contour on your lid. Also taking a little bit of the same bronzer with a pencil brush, I'm just gonna lightly stamp it right on my lash line, just to give a slight shadow, but nothing too noticeable. And now for my favorite part, the part that I feel like, again, also just opens everything. I'm gonna be using my L'Oreal Lash Paradise primer and mascara. Now the primer, I just really feel like it helps the lashes just stand up, look super full and lifted. And then with it, you don't need nearly as many coats of mascara. It ends up making your lashes look a little bit more natural because they're not gonna be like too clumpy or anything. But I seriously swear by this. Do you see how much that just opens everything up and just looks so pretty? So I like applying most of the mascara on my top lashes. I don't like dragging my bottom lashes too far down because my natural eyes droop downward. So I feel like when I have too much lower mascara, it makes them look even more droopy. So I just kind of take the wand and I stamp it on my lashes, just very lightly. That way it kind of lines my lower lash line without having to use a harsh liner. Alright, and then moving on to the lips. I like giving the lips a little bit of definition without making it obvious if I'm wearing like a lipstick or anything like that. So I take the color Whirl by MAC, and this literally matches like my exact lip tone. And then I take that with like a sort of like lip hydrator. This one was limited edition in a MAC collection from like 2 years ago. It's the Ripped Crystal Glaze Gloss. But any sort of, I feel like, tinted lip balm will work. I like it because it has like a red tint to it, so it gives my lips some more color too. And sometimes I'll just use this by itself because it gives enough of a tint to my lips. But yeah, see how it gives like enough of a tint to my lips where I technically don't even need to do a lip pencil. And then I'm going to take Whirl by MAC and just lightly outline my lips. I'm going to take a little tiny bit of my highlight and just put that at the tip of my nose and down the center. Alright, and then this last step is completely optional, but if I want to further brighten my under eyes a little bit more, I'll take my Fenty Lavender Translucent Powder and just stamp that right underneath of here just to open it up a little bit more. And if I wanted to reverse contour without having to go in with more bronzer, I do the same thing, just taking it under my jawline and then just lightly buffing it away. Go ahead and spritz my face once again. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. This is probably like the fastest makeup tutorial I've ever filmed in my life. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed. To be honest, I feel like it's so nice to just have like a fresh, clean face with light makeup where you still look like yourself, but you feel like the most beautiful version of yourself. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you see new videos from me every Wednesday. I love and appreciate you guys so much. and I will see you guys next time. Bye!